When we take a look at Islam, which comes 600 years after Jesus, 600 miles away from Jesus, what it says about Jesus is not historically sound. Could it still be true? Of course it could still be true, but we'd have to throw out history in order for it to be true. And I start reading the pages of Scripture, encountering this God, and God's pretty awesome. This was a study Bible that my friend David had given me. I would, out of exasperation, I'd say something like, God, how do I know you can even hear me when I pray? And I'd read the footnote. If you want to know that God hears you when you pray, turn to 1 John 5. Sweet, boom, thanks. I start reading. And so I'm going back and forth within the Scripture, and I finally get to Matthew chapter 10. And here's what I read in Matthew chapter 10. He who confesses me before the people of this world, I will confess before my Father in heaven. And he who denies me before the people of this world, I will deny before my Father in heaven.
But then there was this one girl, like you're saying, Betsy, who was different because she always had a smile on her face, which I thought was really weird. Like, why are you always smiling? And she would want to talk about Jesus. And so one day she came up to me in class and she said, do you know Jesus? See, the thing was, though, that my mom had trained me to respond to Christians. Yeah. And Muslims believe in Jesus. They just have a view of Jesus that he was a human, that he was a prophet. And this is what I told her. I said, look, Betsy, as a Muslim, I believe that Jesus was virgin born. I believe he's the Messiah. I believe that he's going to come back at the end of times. I believe that he's able to do miracles like cleanse the lepers and raise the dead and heal the blind. And she had no idea that Muslims believed this. So I said for her, but I also know that he's not God. And she said, no, Nabil, that's the most important part. Jesus is God.